of my ingredients out for the recipe. The first step is to start making the Bolognese sauce. I need to process 1 carrot, an onion, and a stalk of celery through the food processor. There's the pork going in and the ground beef. The diced pancetta is next. I added a pancetta and the vegetables, and now I need to brown this up, and it says to cook it for 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to keep breaking up the meat and combining all the ingredients together. This is what it looks like after a few minutes. I'm going to let it keep cooking for the rest of the time. So while the meat is cooking, I need to get started on the bechamel sauce. In one pan, I'm going to melt 5 tablespoons of butter, and in the other pan, I'm going to warm 4 cups of whole milk. With the wine in, and now I'm going to add a cup of whole milk. Give that a good stir, and then let that moisture evaporate for 8 to 10 minutes. Well, the moisture is almost all evaporated from the milk and the wine, so now I need to add 14 ounces of canned crushed tomatoes and 2 cups of chicken broth. It's a little hard to do one-handed, so I made a little mess, but that's all right. All right, we're gonna stir this all together, and I am going to simmer it on the stove for 2.5 to 3 hours. If it looks a little dry, I'll have to add some more chicken broth, but otherwise, it is set to simmer for a few hours. So while my Bolognese sauce is cooking, I need to get started on making the dough for the pasta. I am starting with 3 cups of all-purpose flour in the bowl, and then I'm adding a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Okay, whisked in the salt well, and now I'm going to make a well in the center to crack all 4 of my eggs that are at room temperature in the center. And then I'll be mixing it together with a fork to get it started to combine. Kneaded the dough for about 5 minutes. It's pretty stiff, but hopefully it will work good. I'm going to wrap it up with some plastic wrap and let it sit for a couple of hours before we roll it out into the lasagna sheets. Okay, we've got our 2 cups of Parmesan shredded, and now we're going to start working on rolling out our pasta with a pasta maker. coat our baking dish with butter. Okay. And put a 1/4 cup of the bechamel sauce in the bottom of the pan. Spread that out a little bit. That was nice. Okay, then I need to layer 2 of the noodles. And 3/4 cup of the Bolognese sauce. And then a 1/2 cup of the bechamel. And 1/4 cup of the shredded Parmesan. Okay, I'm going to repeat those layers 7 times for a total of 8 layers. All right, so I have all 8 layers of the lasagna alla bolognese prepared, and I'm going to put it into a 350-degree oven that's been preheating for 45 to 50 minutes. It's been about 50 minutes, so we're going to take the lasagna out of the oven. All right, the recipe says to let it sit for 45 minutes before we serve. All right, our lasagna alla bolognese has been sitting for 45 minutes, so we're ready to cut it and serve it.